Have you ever woken up from a dream thinking, what was that about? What if it wasn't random at all? What if your dreams are trying to tell you something important about your mind, your emotions, or even your future? Today, we're decoding 7 common dreams you should never ignore, and what they might be really trying to tell you. Because sometimes, your subconscious knows what you're not ready to admit out loud. Let's dive in. One of the most common dreams out there, you're being chased. By a stranger. An animal. A shadowy figure you can't even see. No matter how fast you run, they're right behind you. And you always wake up before they catch you. This isn't just about fear. It's about avoidance. Your mind may be telling you there's something you're running from in real life. Maybe it's an unresolved conflict. A truth you don't want to face. Or an emotion you've buried too deep. Being chased in a dream might mean you're trying to outrun a decision, responsibility, or part of yourself. And your subconscious? It's begging you to stop running, and face it. This dream can also be a symbol of suppressed fear or anxiety, manifesting as a pursuer in your unconscious mind. It may signal that you're feeling overwhelmed by obligations or expectations in your waking life. You might be putting off a confrontation or avoiding a situation that's demanding your attention. Sometimes the person or creature chasing you represents a part of yourself you're not ready to face, like anger, guilt, or desire. These dreams often feel intense because they reflect deep-rooted issues you've been ignoring. You may wake up feeling exhausted, as if you've literally been running all night, because emotionally, you have. Pay attention to how you feel during and after the dream. Are you scared? Frustrated? Exhausted? These emotions can point you toward what you're avoiding in your waking life. Often, the solution isn't to run faster, but to stop and turn around. Facing what's chasing you in your dream can be a powerful symbol for facing what you fear in real life. Next time you wake up breathless from a chase dream, pause and ask yourself, what am I really running from? Ever had that terrifying sensation of falling, and suddenly waking up with your heart pounding? It might be your mind's way of saying, you feel out of control. Maybe it's your job, your finances, your relationship. Something in your waking life is unstable, and your brain is playing it out like a free fall. Falling in dreams doesn't mean you're failing. But it could mean you're afraid to let go. Afraid of losing your grip. Afraid of what happens next. Ask yourself, where in your life do you need to regain balance? This dream is often linked to feelings of helplessness or loss of security. You might feel like you're losing your footing in some area of your life, like you're spiraling without direction. It can also relate to fear of failure, especially when you're taking a big risk or stepping outside your comfort zone. Sometimes falling dreams are tied to your sense of self-worth, like you're not living up to your own expectations. Your subconscious may be asking you to ground yourself, to re-establish a sense of stability and support. If you've been ignoring stress or brushing aside your emotions, this dream might be a wake-up call. It's your brain's dramatic way of saying, something's off, pay attention. Notice what happens right before or after you fall in the dream. Are you alone? Is anyone trying to catch you? These clues can help you interpret who or what you're relying on, or lacking, in real life. Falling can also symbolize a transition or transformation that feels scary but necessary. It might be time to let go of control and trust the process. You don't need to be in control of everything to move forward. Sometimes, surrendering is what sets you free. It's weird. It's gross. And it's way more common than you'd think. Dreaming that your teeth are falling out can be deeply unsettling. But it's not about dental hygiene. It's about anxiety. This dream often shows up when you're feeling powerless, exposed, or insecure. Are you worried about how others see you? Feeling like you're losing control? Afraid of aging, speaking up, or saying the wrong thing? Your mind might be manifesting that fear, right through your smile. Losing teeth in a dream can feel like you're losing face, literally and figuratively. You may be in a situation where you feel helpless, like you're not able to express yourself clearly. It can also reflect concerns about appearance, especially if you're going through a transition. For some, this dream is tied to embarrassment or fear of making a mistake in front of others. You may feel like something essential is slipping away. Or you're holding back something you desperately need to say, and it's eating you from the inside out. This dream may show up during periods of major change or when you're feeling especially vulnerable. It can also indicate a fear of losing something that gives you power, your voice, your confidence, your composure. Pay attention to how the dream made you feel. Did you panic? Try to hide it? Cry? Those emotional cues offer insight into where your anxiety is really rooted. This dream isn't here to scare you. It's here to show you what needs your attention. The good news? You can regain control, starting with facing the source of that fear. This dream isn't always about embarrassment. Sometimes, it's about vulnerability. You might be revealing something in your waking life that feels deeply personal. Are you in a new relationship? Starting a new job? Sharing something important about yourself? Feeling naked in a dream can symbolize the fear of judgment. You're scared that people will see the real you, and not accept you. This dream is often a sign that you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. But it can also mean you're carrying shame you never asked for. If you felt terrified in the dream, ask yourself, where in your life are you afraid of being seen too much? On the other hand, if you felt free in the dream, it could mean you're embracing your authentic self. Either way, the message is powerful. Vulnerability is a strength, not a weakness. You don't need to hide who you are to be loved. Have you ever dreamed of being stuck in a small space? Maybe you're in a locked room, a collapsed tunnel, or even underwater, unable to escape. The panic sets in, and you wake up gasping for air. This kind of dream often symbolizes feeling trapped in real life. Trapped in a relationship, a job, a routine, or even your own thoughts. Your subconscious is screaming for freedom. You're craving space to breathe, but something, or someone, is holding you back. You may be in a situation where you're not allowed to express yourself. Or where every decision feels like it comes with a consequence. These dreams usually show up when your options feel limited. When you feel like there's no way out, or no right choice. It's not always external. Sometimes, we trap ourselves with guilt, fear, or pressure to be perfect. Notice the details in the dream. Are you alone? Is someone watching you? Are you trying to scream, but no sound comes out? These clues can reflect how powerless or silenced you feel. Being trapped in a dream is a cry for change. Your mind is urging you to break free from expectations, habits, or toxic cycles. Ask yourself, where do I need more freedom in my life? What boundaries do I need to set or break? You don't need to stay stuck. And sometimes, realizing you're trapped is the first step to escaping. You dream you're late for your own wedding. Or you missed a final exam. Or you forgot to show up to a big performance. In the dream, the panic is real. Your stomach drops. You feel like you've ruined everything. This type of dream often points to fear of failure. It might reflect your fear of letting others down, or yourself. You may be setting impossibly high standards, terrified of falling short. It's not just about being late, it's about being unprepared or not good enough. These dreams can show up during times of high pressure. When you're taking on more than you can handle. Or when you're stepping into a role you don't feel ready for. It could also stem from perfectionism. The belief that one misstep will ruin everything. That you have to always be on, or you'll be seen as a failure. Your subconscious is asking, are you pushing yourself too hard? Do you believe your worth depends on your performance? Missing an important event in a dream can also signal guilt about things you've neglected. Like a relationship, a dream, or your own needs. It might be your brain's way of saying, hey, you're missing this in your real life. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be present. Start by showing up for yourself, even when things don't go exactly to plan. This one sounds scary, but it's not always a bad sign. Dreams of death often symbolize transformation. The end of one chapter. The beginning of another. You might be letting go of an old identity. Outgrowing something, or someone, that no longer serves you. Maybe a belief, a habit, or a part of yourself is dying. To make room for something new. These dreams can show up during major life shifts. Like moving, changing careers, or ending a relationship. They reflect inner change, even if you're scared to admit it. Death in dreams can also represent fear of the unknown. The fear that comes with stepping into a version of yourself you don't fully know yet. If the dream felt peaceful, it could mean you're ready for that change. If it felt terrifying, it might mean you're resisting it. But either way, it's a sign something within you is shifting. Pay attention to who or what died in the dream. Sometimes, it's symbolic of parts of you that you're shedding, like insecurity, fear, or people pleasing. Death in dreams isn't about endings, it's about rebirth. Your subconscious is saying, let go and grow. Your dreams are talking to you. Your dreams aren't just weird stories your brain tells at night. They're messages, warnings, wake-up calls. So next time you wake up from a vivid dream, don't just shrug it off. Ask yourself what your mind might be trying to say. And if this video helped you see your dreams in a whole new light, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Because the more we understand ourselves, the more powerful we become.